Hey, what's up, everybody? It is me, Witchy Poo. Um, Now, this video is about the drama at the Conjuring House. Now, I just did this video. Truthfully, I just did this video and did not record. So now I'm trying for my second time. So now, I could do every single video that was out there that was done about the drama of the Conjuring House. And I'm like, well, that's going to be a very long video. So I decided to, I'm just going to go with the most recent video that Jason Hawes has sent out. Because he mainly talks about almost all those videos that has been placed out there. I do have some stuff out there, some stuff up here as well to go back to some of the things that he has talked about and stuff. And I will, in all the YouTube pages, videos, I will have the links on my YouTube site so you know where to go to. So, sorry. As I said, I did this video a few minutes ago. Now I'm about to lose my voice in talking. So, sorry. So, if I cough and stuff, please, or my voice starts cracking, you understand. So let's go with the first video. So give me 1 second here, and I'll get it up for you. So I'm going to go ahead and put him on the bigger screen. And as I stated, he's going to talk about most of the videos that are out there and the ones that he has actually done. And I will be taking down the screen half the time to go over some of the stuff that he has and stuff that I have looked up on as well. So here we go. We'll go with this video.
Great Friday. I'm having a very interesting one. It's actually been a rather interesting week. So I know a lot of you know what's been going on with the Conjuring House and all the drama over there, the chaos that's been happening with the owner and the crazy random posts you can see and the constant edits to those posts. So,
yeah, and I have definitely checked out most of those posts, and I have no clue what she's talking about. And when you go to the Facebook page of, as I said, like the Conjuring House, you go to the page and it should be stuff about the Conjuring House. Everything that's going on at the Conjuring House. No, it's post that has nothing to do with the Conjuring House. Not a single thing. And for me is my personal belief, my opinion, that whatever she is posting should be posted on her Facebook page. Her Facebook page. Not the Conjuring House Facebook page, but her own Facebook page, because a lot of people go to the site to learn more about it, learn more about the Conjuring House and the people who have investigated there. And that's not what she's posting. You need to go see those posts. You'll see some of them that I be looking at. So let's continue on with his video.
a few days ago, I randomly started getting texts, and I'm not going to show those texts. I'm going to show some texts, but not those texts, because those texts were the most vile, disgusting texts I have ever in my life received.
Oh yeah, let me show you one thing. Also, he also wrote on here, and this is why he was saying this. He has written down on here, the owner of the Conjuring House has repeatedly, and I meant repeatedly, and you'll see this throughout this video, been advised against contacting, technically Jason Hawes, by law enforcement, Jason himself, and others, yet her persistent harassment continues undebated. So she is constantly texting this gentleman with bad language, from what it sounds, vulgar stuff. Um, as he said, he can't show the ones that she sent because he has put paperwork on this, and the individual in her property warrant a collective boycott. So they're saying definitely boycott the Conjuring House. Now, in her Facebook page, on the Conjuring Facebook page, which, as I stated, it should not, that has nothing to do with the Conjuring House. The police did went to. Let me extend this a little bit. The police did go to her house. It's on her face. As I said, you can go to her the Facebook page of the Conjuring House. It's on there, and the police did visit her. No, she did state the reason why they were there, but stated that they barged into her home and stuff like that, and she was not happy with that. The police would not have barged in your home if it's unless it's certain things. One, if I didn't see this post here from Jason Hawes, I would assumed that someone from Facebook, who knows, probably someone in the Rhode Island area, has called the police to do a welfare check on her, a well-being check, to make sure she's okay, making sure she's not harming herself or anybody else, in others. That's probably why the police were sent there. If I didn't see this video, now that I see this video, I'm wondering if this is why the police were at her door for a restraining order against her and stop sending him text messages. Because he states more about this, but and I'm wondering if that's, in my opinion, my thoughts, that this is probably what that post was about. So I'm going to shrink this back down again. I'm still learning how to do all this, so bear with me. So let me extend this back up. And remember, has repeatedly been advised against contacting him. Repeatedly. So let me extend this and let's start again.
The point where I had to take them and turn them over and file paperwork because I've never, wow. Okay, so
that's why I think the police was there.
Those are turned over. And there was
my opinion,
no trespass order and stuff put out there. Actually, I just received another text from her. She just sent me another text. So we're going to get into that one too. She's been sending me texts all freaking morning. Okay, so I'm going to show you some texts. I'm going to show you today. So again, the text she sent the other day, I'm not going to show for legal purposes.
That's understandable.
And
we understand that.
But I'm going to show you what has been going on today. Let me just read this one real quick before I go any further here, because
even after this video, I guess I'm going to believe that she's going to be sending him more text message. I think, yeah, actually he did state, yeah, she did send him another text message. I have a feeling he probably won't be doing any more of these text messages that he's sending him. He probably end up taking them to the police as well for more stuff to put under the paperwork that what she's doing is illegal at this point. She's doing something illegal. It's in paperwork. And we'll have to see what happens at that point. So it makes me wonder, will she go to jail for just the harassment alone? She has been told repeatedly to stop harassing him. And he still is. She still is at this point that I know of. Even after this video, she's still doing it.
I need to know what the hell else has been said. It just goes and goes and goes. I mean, they are novels. They are literally novels. Let me see. They start and they just go and go and go. And it's the most
Gotta be kidding
crazy
me.
thing you've ever seen. I mean, the list goes on and on. So, here we go. Let's show these.
All right.
So today, at 1:23 in the morning,
Well,
I received this. 1:23 in the afternoon, sorry. I'm told that it is you that continues to F with my life. How does a high school graduate plumber, has been paranormal celebrity?
I'm sorry, but that's rude. That is very rude. I'm sorry, but you, as a business owner, things like that should not be said. What she's writing as a business owner, should not be have been written by a business owner. Sorry, but
Think that somehow he has all of this power, or even the legal right to do so. That is interesting. It is. I am told that you are using black magic. Right. If true, the thing about black magic, Jason, it always demands the unjust return. When you make a deal with demons, they always want your life in return.
Okay. This part is ridiculous. I mean, completely ridiculous. I mean, one, he doesn't believe in black magic, for one. Secondly, he doesn't believe in demons. And he will state on one of his account, which I will go to, where at the very end he talks about demonic stuff. You can just go check that part of his YouTube page. He does not believe in demonic possessions or anything like that, because he has done investigation for the church themselves to prove if somebody's possessed by demons and stuff like that. And out of 99 point, I think he said 9%, that none of it is demonic. None of it. Absolutely nothing. So she's not demonically possessed, people. This is her. She should face what she's doing is wrong. In my opinion. She should get treated for the actions that she's doing. She should go to court for all this. Truthfully, for actions. You sorry, but this is ridiculous. He doesn't believe in all of this at all. Never has. Yes, he does believe in the paranormal, but he's trying, when he goes out to places, one, he tries to debunk it first before he even states it's paranormal. Even his earliest videos, it took him, I think it's almost over an hour or so before, I don't know how long, but it took him so long to say, yes, this is probably was paranormal. Where in a lighthouse, I think it was a lighthouse, where the chair moved, just moved. He was on the debate about that, even though it was shown, but he's still on the debate team on that one. Even though is it haunted? Maybe, yeah, but I still don't. Yeah, he's still on the edge about that. So let's continue on.
I read that in an article about the 52 demons who influence people to do and incite terrible things to happen to humanity, animals, and our environment. Okay? It goes on. Hang on. F you, strong letter to follow. She then sends me this deal with the devil thing. Here's my first Google search result.
Ridiculous.
All these articles she's listing for diabolical favors, which vary by the tale, but tend to include youth, knowledge, wealth, fame, and power. Most random text out there. So I respond. Because,
before we get to respond, I think what she's trying to state there, that people who are in power, who has the money, are making contracts with the devil to have a fortune, to make them powerful and all this stuff. I think that's what she believes. That's my opinion. From that statement alone, is that people who, even influential people who, he's been in task for over so many years, and people still, and he still does some of it. He's, even on YouTube now, because they're still waiting to find someone who will do his show the way it should be done, not by what the studios want, but what he wants. No fakery, no nothing, no drama, all that stuff. I mean, yes, to have some fun, but not fake anything. Like some place shows that do that. But we're not on to that. So let's continue on.
Whatever, I gotta figure out what the hell's going on here. I say, you have some issues. You've decided to attack me time and time again. I have been understanding. Your last text to me have changed that. What I'm referring to are the texts she sent me days ago, which were so vile and disgusting.
It's understandable. Very understandable. I would have been ticked off too.
To a point, you get to the point where even that peace in your heart that you hope for somebody's well-being just goes away when they say certain things or go to certain things. So, anyways, I have been understanding. Your last texts have changed that. I promise you, I'm not the guy you want to push any further, Jacqueline. Of course, so she responds.
And I think what he definitely means, don't want to push him any further, is that he's to the point, to his breaking point, that he's probably going to be taking her to court at this point. He's going to take her to court. He doesn't plan any harm. Only harm he's going to end up doing is taking her to court. And that is it. And I don't blame him. Because this defamation of character right here alone. Also, I'm sorry, guys. I'm losing my voice. But, yeah. Defamation of character right there. Lawsuit. And, truthfully, she loves spreading the lawsuits out herself. So, it's almost to that point with him. And I understand that. I agree with that. That it's to the point. You're going to court. I will take her to court. My opinion, I will take her to court at this point. I'll be done.
FU, strong letter to follow, which is her common thing. Strong letter to follow, and I am Jacqueline Nunez, owner of the Conjuring House, and all this stuff. I know everything, including you showing up at 2:30 a.m. to kill me. I am not the least bit afraid of you. Get an effing line, Jason. I am being assured that you will be prosecuted. Keep it up, because the counts on attempted murder are still ticking up. Okay. My only serious issues are, let me scroll up here for you.
And I think she referring to is the video where
all right. So my only serious issues are you, Satori, Cody, Reed, Jen, and Corey Heinzman attacking me personally and trying to incite violence against me. I have done nothing to you. I have done nothing to any of you. Who are the insane ones here? Time will tell, Jason. I have very powerful people at my back protecting me. You'll see. You have no idea how many people have been recording your psychic torture sessions and keeping text messages. People have infiltrated your insane efforts and violence.
Really? Really on this? I mean, come on. Recording video psychic attacks? No. Come on. And he hasn't been sending her any text messages or anything like that, except for the ones that she's been sending to him to comment back. She has captured no video whatsoever. Now, the Rhode Island township of Burleville, I would suggest you look into on this, on the Conjuring House. And I know, here, let me show you something. Let me scroll back up to the beginning. This is about the they had a town meeting where she was there about the new owner obtaining license for Birdsville Haunted Farmhouse. Says she hosted dispel rumors. That's understandable, and I mean, you can read on with this. Basically, it's just the townspeople wondering what she's going to do with the property. What's going to happen to it? Because, Numa, the owner of the development firm known as Wonder Group, has said her interest in the property is personal and it's not part of the real estate development. So she's not developing on this land. She says she's a deeply spiritual person. I believe that we are conscious beings having human experience and that our consciousness survives death. So I really think this property is a wonderful opportunity to kind of learn from and explore it. And then the rest of it is basically stating what else are you going to do with the property. People who live there, what they experienced because of trespassers, like right here. This guy, recall that one incident where a guest mistook his home for the now notorious Conjuring House and walked inside of this guy's house. Just walked in and wondering what she's planning to do to stop this. She only, if you read it, she said, well, I don't know what to do about that, but it's going to be like this. So I suggest this to go to this site here. It's called, sorry, I don't have my glasses on me. It's called NRINOW.news. This is the only way I have found about balefire. Because the only balefire I found is this one here on Facebook. Has nothing to do with the Conjuring House. And this was done in November 9th of 2018. She didn't get the house until 2022. So, and I haven't found nothing else about her just entertainment company that she got. So let's get back to Jason Hawes. So let's.
You're insane. Okay. People have infiltrated your insane efforts and violent conversations, including capturing video, like I have. At some point, Rhode Island and the town of Burrillville will act to bring you to justice. Once again, F you, strong letter to follow. Okay.
She's definitely being rude. Extremely rude right now.
Strong letter to follow, Jason effing Howes. Doesn't even spell my name right on that one. So, I had to respond again, of course. So, I say, you truly have lost it. Your random texts, accusations, and public posts have shown the world your true colors. You are a danger to yourself and more worrisome others. I would never want you to fear me, Jacqueline, but I plan to make sure you know who I can be when pushed to a point. Because again, you can only take so much when it comes down to attacks or claims, and accusations, vile texts. I mean, eventually you're like, I'm done. Whatever happens. So, and of course, she says, I will take this as the death threat you intended it to be. I will send this to Burrillville and let's see. I repeat, what have I done or even posted, Jason, to warrant such hatred? Just because you are not in the know does not mean any of these things you paint me as. Besides, that video with you in the truck says everything, now doesn't it? How am I a danger to myself? Are those more death threats? Keep talking, Jason. Okay. It's just like full circle. It's crazy. Just keeps on going and going and going. So I respond because, I wanted to. I mean, you can only take so much. So I state, the person in the truck posted their information and proof it was them. I have never threatened you, nor would I ever. Again, you are a danger to yourself and others. You truly need help. I say this from the heart. No matter how much crazy stuff you've thrown at me, I still want the best for you. You need to stop making crazy claims, accusations, and threats. You have pushed away and attacked everyone who cares and has cared for you.
Okay. On this one he was talking about, he did make a post on that. Let me show you that. Well, it shows here about that post about her accusing him of an assassination attempt. I'll put that link. Don't worry, I put that link in my video. But if you go to our Facebook page, as you can see, let me move this down. You can't see anyone. I mean, I can't see the person in the truck. And plus she pans away. And the only thing you can see is her car. And the next thing you can see is the blaring light. I don't even really see a person. I think this is a person right there. I can barely see that person. Barely see them. And like this one too. I mean, you can barely see this person. And then, as he said, this person who's in this red truck that's pulling out that you can barely even see, and you can't tell how many people are even in the truck at all. And you go to the comments. Oops, sorry. Hold on a second. And you have to go to all comments. And yeah, this is him with his, looks like his child, and he was there probably with his wife and probably maybe a couple other people as well. They're the ones who was there. He posted this in the post, and Jacka Newmars didn't even look at this post, or probably doesn't even care. But she knows who this person was in the truck, knows it was him. He has all the paperwork. Even Jason will talk about that here in a few minutes. But he wasn't there for malice intent. He was there for an overnight investigation. And I definitely would suggest to go check this one out about, you won't believe what I was accused of, and this is about this here, which is ridiculous at this point. And she has not said, as you can see in this text message, she has not even sent an apology. She's still accusing him. That was him. And you can see that in these texts in a way. And she says, oh no, that's not what I'm saying. Yes, that's what she's saying. In my opinion, that's what it looks like to me. So let's continue on.
So then this is where she makes this other claim. So even though the person came on the post, posted their information, gave me their receipt, the timestamps of when they were there, all this stuff.
So he has proof.
Supposedly it was still me. I was there, according to her, to assassinate her. And I do want to get into why that, even beyond the claim of that, why that is such a major, and I mean major, situation. All right, so she says,
"I am right here for a few minutes." Give me a second here.
Recognition software was used to determine that it was you. That will be up to your defense team to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that you and others have not committed thousands of crimes against me and other innocent people who, like me, did nothing to harm you or your fellow assassins trained under a terrorist interrogation tactical handbook.
Really? Come on. Really?
Read that one again slowly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Your fellow assassin.
Oh my gosh.
Assassins trained under a terrorist interrogation tactical handbook. I have been told by numerous sources.
It makes me wonder if she's paranoid.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to laugh. But I have to on that one. Okay. Okay. Now I will take snapshots of this final text exchange, and the evidence will lead to a just result over time.
In some
I will
ways,
not stop
Jason already did.
posting as I am
Jason already did
instructed
that.
to inform the public on every important matter facing our country and other countries. Send this last text exchange to your defense attorney if you can find one. FU, strong letter to follow.
Okay, for me, if you're posting, please post it on your Facebook page, and not on the Conjuring Facebook page, please, because I don't want to read about it. I just want to read about the Conjuring House and nothing about nothing else, just about the Conjuring House, not your strange posting. Post it on your own Facebook page, okay? That's my opinion. I mean, please, come on.
Okay. So I responded, you used facial recognition. Ah, damn. How will I ever get out of this one?
I like his
I guess
joke.
I'll have to go back into hiding.
It's a good joke.
Because recently she sent a message to others saying that she had heard I was in hiding, so I couldn't be arrested because there was a cell waiting for me.
How can he be in hiding when he done some paranormal investigation with his friend? I mean, come on. There's no way he's in hiding.
So I said, seems like you just checkmated me. You're just too smart for the likes of me. I'm just an average guy with no psychic powers. I can't compete with you and hundreds of ghost friends.
Even though she believes that he has psychic powers because he's psychically attacking him, which he has no such powers at all. At all. And he knows he has no powers whatsoever to do this to her. So come on. Really, lady? Come on. What's going on here?
Giving you secret information. So you get left in a situation where you don't even know how to respond to these. And
which I can understand.
I mean, and she's still texting me. It's still going off. So yeah.
Really?
Let's see. This next text message that I just received. It says, from Jacqueline, now that you say that, perhaps you are correct. We shall see. All I said is that I was told, you idiot, that facial recognition was used on the guy who I said looks like Jason Hawes. We shall see about that too, won't we? The sad thing is...
So basically, she's still stating, yeah, that's you, Jason Hawes. I don't care. That's you. Even though I said this, but I know it was you.
As I am told, the U.S. administration, or my purported friend named Jennifer, why would the U.S...
Okay, I don't know why he had a cut there, but it also said here, let me reread that. The sad thing is, as I am told, the U.S. administration, or my purported friend named Jennifer, has weaponized the paranormal community to eat their own. Really? Really? The government, or this lady, Jennifer, well, it's her, well, it says, she says the U.S. administration or her friend, Jennifer, either one of them is weaponizing the paranormal community. All of us who believes in the paranormal, or the debunkers in the paranormal world, are eating its own. To eat it. God. Really, lady? What is your issue? You have an issue, lady. Come on. Ugh. Really? I'm lost for words for that alone. I am. I'm really lost for words on that. Ugh. My God.
do that? What do they have to fear from an educated citizenry and other residents regarding the laws of the cosmos? Stop torturing me and others and contemplate these questions instead. Here is your cheat sheet. Oh, she's giving me a cheat sheet. That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
It's because the wealthy and the influential elites have always understood the laws governing our cosmos, and they have controlled the rest of us for centuries. So if the masses understand, then these elites lose much power and control over our lives. I'm going to post this in here just so you guys can see it.
Yeah, we'll see.
While the above is true, I suspect that Jennifer is also terrorizing and influencing good people sponsored by some country or other powerful organizations.
Okay, if I was this Jennifer person, whoever she is, and you see this YouTube page, I will have a good long talk with Jennifer with Jacqueline Newmars. You really, Jennifer, you need to talk to her, because now she's put your name out here, which you probably had never did anything to her. She just slandered you in here, Jennifer. Just letting you know, she just slandered you, as well as the government. She slandered the government. Yeah, you do have the right of speech, public speech, but you just slandered a person. Even though he scratched out her name, but you just slandered this person for no reason. I feel sorry for this person. This person here, I feel sorry for her. I would, if I had saw my name on there, I'd be suing her. It's like, excuse me, you put my name into something that I had nothing to do with, and you just slandered my name for no apparent reason. I'm suing you, and I have the proof right here, and I don't know what in the heck you are talking about. So let's continue on with the video.
Maybe you can figure that one out. You do not know who I am yet, but it will synthesize for you when the entire story unfolds. I am not sure when. I leave you with this. I was chosen to own the Conjuring House. People recognized that when I bought it. Which I think we can go back to a past video. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure if that's accurate, because you put a lien on a property that you didn't own to force people into selling it to you. But people could see that in the video where I interviewed the 7 people who resigned that then you attacked online and claimed that you fired them for all these different reasons.
Okay. Now, the issue on that one, the lien, let me show you that. That part of that video, because I have it up here. Yeah, right here. This is the document that she had basically put her Wonder Group Corporation on this and put a lien against her house. Now, the only way you can could put this lien against somebody's house, as I'll show you here. I think this is the one. Nope, that's not it. Yeah, this is the one, judgment liens on properties in Rhode Island. In Rhode Island, a property lien can be used to collect a court judgment. Here's how it works. It states here how it all works. And the main reason, and some states also allow judgment liens on a debtor's personal property. So that means things like jewelry, art, antiques, and other available in Rhode Island. A judgment lien can be attached to either real estate or personal property. Unfortunately, from what it looks like, yeah, you could put a lien against somebody's house, but that's if they have some debt that they owe. And that's the only reason. And the thing is, a judgment lien in Rhode Island will remain attached to the debtor's property, even if the property changes hands, for 20 years. So that lien is still on that house for 20 years. So if the original owners sat in that house for 20 years, which they can, even though from when it looks, Jacqueline Newmars will probably find some way to get them out of that house, even though you have to watch that video and definitely say it was definitely against the law for what she did, but she did it anyways. Um, some ways it's not against the law, but it is. It's kind of confusing, but it only should be on a debtor's property. Someone who has debt. Did they have debt at that time? I have no idea. So that's a different story. You have to go to here to learn a little bit more about that. Now, there was something defamation of character. I was laying that out, and they have every right. Jason Hawes has every right to do this because Rhode Island defamation, private figure or public figure, as in other states, public and private figures are beholden to different defamation standards in Rhode Island. Public persons must prove that defendants acted with actual malice. And so far, Jason Hawes can prove this. Completely prove this with all the text messages that she's sending him. Private individuals technically are only required to show negligence or reckless disregard for the truth. In a lot of ways, she's doing all of this against Jason Hawes right now. So he has every right to sue her at this point. I mean, if it was done to me at this point, I would be suing her. I mean, really be suing her. So let's continue on.
But this goes on. We are experiencing disclosure events that are happening through me and TCH. I do not really give a F what you personally think of me as long as you and others are not hosting Facebook and YouTube lives or posting or inciting violence on other social media platforms to attack and even kill me.
I'm sorry, but no. If you look at all the stuff that's been out there about the Conjuring House, no one has had attacked her. No one's tried even to kill her at all. The police was sent to her home for either for a well-being being check, or it was him sending her papers to stop texting him for harassment. That's the only time the police were sent to her. But no one else is trying to attack her. All the people saying on Facebook and all of the text messaging, not text messaging, the comments on the page is saying, please, please go get help. You need some help. You need to find out what's going on. You need to find out why you keep doing this. There has to be a reason why. You need some help. And that's all what I have been reading about all the comments that people has been writing. And then they do some comments. Oh, I love that house. I love being at that house, but now I don't know if I can go back there for what's going on. So let's continue on.
I care deeply about the business, TCH, and my staff. Then you might want to pay them because there's people there right now who you still owe a shitload of money to. There's people that you fired because you owed a shitload of money to them. So if you care about your staff, pay your damn staff. You got people sitting there waiting for paychecks, and you're telling them Venmo and all these other things don't work, which is blatant lies.
Okay, and what he said is true. That is blatant lies. As a manager, and she should know this, she has another real estate business as well. All the businesses has a work computer. The work computer puts all of this stuff in the computer. How to get your paychecks done, doing your accounting. Even if you go through an accountant, they also have their computer up for that alone. I believe. But as a business owner, you should have insurances as well. You should be paying your staff. You also need to make sure you're paying your taxes, paying your staff. So, and the one person they were mainly talking about, let me put this under, and you kind of saw the face a little bit. This one right here. Him, Brian. She fired him for stealing money. Now, I understand it because I remember one time, my first one of my jobs I worked at, a retail store, and I actually caught the manager doing this. I saw it personally myself. She was, and I thought maybe she was taking money out of the till, and I thought she was going to take it to the office to as a deposit for the till. Actually, finding out, no, she actually stole the money, and they have videotape on it showing her taking the money. In this case here, however, he was accused of stealing money, not by any proof of cameras or audio during that time, mainly at least video, and he states there's video running 24/7 throughout the whole entire house, even in the area where the cash box is. But no, that's not what have her come up to and tell him he is fired for that. Was fired because a ghost, an 18th century ghost, has told her that he was stealing money from the cash office. So give me a minute here. So, sorry about that. I was distracted. My husband came down to talk to me. So, yeah, that is totally ridiculous about a ghost. I mean, if this goes to court, the judge is going to laugh Jacqueline Newmar's right out of it. I mean, completely out of it. So let's continue on.
So don't tell me you care about your staff when you're screwing over your staff and you screwed over your past staff. Anyways.
Oh yeah, one thing also forgot. The as I said, I think I said it before, the paychecks. If Jacqueline Newmars was paying the employees under the table because she forgot to pay them, which that shouldn't be happening at all. If she is going through the correct steps of filing everybody's time cards through the work computer, sending it out to who does the paychecks with the hours that they have. My husband does this all the time. Once he gets done writing down, even when I worked at the fast food restaurants, I make sure all their time punches are correct, and then it gets sent to the corporate company, and they do all the payments, send out all the paychecks, making sure all the taxes are being taken out, and whatever else that might ding dong to the paycheck, like child support or school loans if they put that on the paychecks, or who knows what else. But yeah, if she's just sending it to whoever, that's ridiculous. And then for me, it's more of that. I don't think she's even sending the timestamps to wherever they are supposed to get paid. And I'm sorry, yeah, people can hack it, but why is someone just hacking the Conjuring House? Just the Conjuring House, when they can hack a whole bunch of other things at one time. I mean, come on. The Conjuring House is not worth hacking into. I'm sorry, but it's not. And the money that's coming in should be paying, as he said, should be paying her employees. Should be paying for the insurance of the house. Should be paying for the bills of the house. Should be paying for making sure the house is stable and fixed so people can come and visit. And then whatever's left over, if she's also giving herself a paycheck, then the extra money should be set aside to build more equity just in case something else goes wrong on the estate, and that money is a cushion money. basically. So let's go back to Jason Halls again.
I will consider any continued texts or other means of communication as further harassment. I believe you texted me. You sent the text to me. I haven't texted you. I responded,
Yeah.
but you sent text to me.
Well,
So,
she's
I have done
harassing
nothing
him.
to threaten you or anyone. I have done nothing to slander any particular person. I have done nothing but express my First Amendment.
Unfortunately, yes, she has been slandering Jason Halls a lot just in this video alone. And then she slandered him in the other post, stating that was, in a way, stating that it was Jason Halls there to assassinate her. That was slander. I'm sorry, that's complete slander. She should know this since she is a lawyer. She should know that. And them harassing her, no, she's been harassing them, constantly texting them. And when the police was sent to her to tell her to stop doing it, and she's still doing it. So let's continue on.
Rights and post compelling, foolproof evidence of the continuity of consciousness. I will not stop posting disclosures about the truth as I keep being told about these truths. So just shut the F up about things you know nothing of. Do I really sound crazy, Jason? Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
If that's a question, then yeah, 100%. There's no question. You sound crazy. I am not even close.
It's almost like he answered
Which
her.
I think is 100% what a crazy person would say. So, but anyways, if you wake up, Jason, perhaps you will fulfill your soul contract for a very special mission unfolding. F you, strong letter to follow. And that was the message that I got while we were sitting here talking. So, again, my concern for anybody who does any business over there has an event.
And before, I think I mentioned it before. I think, in my opinion, I think she has two problems, mental problems. And this is my opinion, and my opinion only. That one, she is bipolar, and secondly, she's paranoid schizophrenia. That's my opinion. But the thing is, she's showing this through her stuff, through the let me show you, basically through the Conjuring post. It's ridiculous. I mean, I wonder if she sent anything really new, because the last one she sent was something about the wasps, basically bees. And no, that was the last one she sent, about bees. Why do we need to know about bees for the Conjuring House? There's no need for that. I mean, all the stuff she's put on here that has nothing to do about the Conjuring House, except for this one. Maybe. And this one. And the later ones. This is a little bit about the Conjuring House, because it's on the Conjuring House lawn. And this is ridiculous too. I mean, if you go see this post, go to Facebook and look this up. And I know I showed this before, but I really think, I mean, I think I showed you this as well. She does check off a lot of these. And my question is, as I said before, what about her other job? Her other company? Is she doing the exact same thing there? Or she's just doing this here to get a publicity stunt for her? I don't know. This is my opinion. I would like to know more what is happening with her other company. No one talks about that one. So let's continue on.
And goes on a tour, goes on an overnight, is if there is a delusional state going on, and this person assumes, like that person who was there for an overnight, who was driving the truck, who posted that it was them, even though she's still claiming it was me, and she saw the post. If she assumes that somebody in that house is me, and that I'm there to do what she claims I'm trying to do, then what's to say that she doesn't have a state where she goes and causes somebody in the house personal injury, serious
True.
harm,
True.
possible
True.
death resulting?
Yeah.
I mean, these are serious concerns. So these people who are doing events there,
As I said, with my opinion about the paranoid schizophrenia, people has murdered people for that, for being under all that. I mean, if someone has drove up onto a property for an event, she could assume that this is one of Jason Hall's people who came to assassinate her. She could take out a gun and start shooting and start hurting people. I mean, you just don't know. And as I said, unless this is a completely publicity, publicity stunt just for the Conjuring House, and she does not do this to her other job at all. Unless this is the bipolar thing, it's just, oh, I do my business this way on this one, but on this one, I just make myself look like I'm crazy. Just my opinion only. But I'd be terrified to go on that property, even though I had paid for the event, which I could never, ever pay for, because it's way out of my budget, way out of my budget. Plus, I'm in Ohio. I have to take a plane to drive all the way, plane to get me to Rhode Island. Then I gotta get a rental car to drive there. And I'm spending all this money, and I may still not be able to post my video. And I have 6 cameras that I put in most of the hotspots, and a lot of the hotspots. I may not be able to do that. I might use 2 cameras, but that's about it. Plus, I do all this ghost hunting by myself. So there's no way I could pay $1,200 and still I may not be able to show the video because they have to have the approval for it first. But still, anybody going on this place is terrified. So definitely boycott this place. Definitely boycott. That's my opinion. Just boycott the place.
these people who are doing overnights there, these people who are going for tours there, need to seriously take into consideration that, first off, again, there might not be anybody there when you show up. And secondly, you're endangering yourself, you're endangering others that you're bringing in. And yeah, so you just got to think, bottom line. So when I'm totally for this whole boycott Conjuring House thing. I'm 100%.
I'm for it too.
Because this person needs help. And by us still doing this and us, or people still doing events there and things like that, it's enabling. And it's also opening those people up to serious jeopardy, serious harm. And that's a major concern. So people need to step as far away from this place as possible and just get as far away from her as possible. We've tried to help. Numerous people have tried to help. They've tried to do everything they can. We all have. And what do we get in return? We get accused of attempted murder plots. We get accused of stealing. We get accused of hacking accounts, creating bots. Everybody who posts comments in her posts are accused of being bots.
And for a while, I had no clue what a bot was. Till a friend of mine told me what a bot was. And now I understand. It's like, kind of like an AI, in my way I figured from what he's saying, it's like an AI who keeps generating comments and comments and comments over and over again, and that they're not real beings, real people making the comments. Not a single real person is making those comments. Just someone electronic is doing that. So now I understand what a bot is, so we'll continue on.
And the list goes on and on. So, and now supposedly all my friends are assassins. So, I mean, that'd be probably a cool bunch of people to hang out with. But anyways, in all seriousness, this is frightening. This has nothing to do with her being possessed or demonic entities. This is a situation that has been amplified by...
And as I stated way before, he does not believe in demons. He's been through this so many times. doing research for the church and stuff, and they have not found one single thing about anything that's demonic. Just people who are a little bit have mental issues, basically. So let's continue on.
Medicating themselves certain ways. And this is an ongoing issue. And the community needs to come together, and they need to just inform the world that that place is not safe, that that person is not safe. And anybody who does an event there is putting others in jeopardy. So it's time to cancel events. It's time to cancel tours. It's time to cancel overnights. It's time to cancel the Conjuring House.
Yeah.
And it's time to cancel Jacqueline Nunez. Bottom line. So make sure everybody knows this, because it's for everybody's well-being. I don't want a situation where I find out in the news or I hear a police report that somebody was permanently injured, or somebody was seriously maimed or anything because they went to this place and something happened and this lady assumed that it was something else, or she ended up having an issue and flipping out on somebody. There's serious issues that are going on here, and I'm getting more text. I'm getting more text from her already. So it's just nonstop. You have to understand that going there is opening up your chance of being seriously hurt, or anybody you take there. You're opening up a chance of them being seriously hurt. So really, spread the word. Let the world know that the place needs to be off limits. It needs to be canceled, because she needs to be handled. She needs help. She does. And she's not going to get it as long as people still pay the money that she's taking in and not paying her employees, but using it for other means to keep this craziness going. So, love from me to you guys. Please spread the word, get it out there, warn everybody, and just stay safe. Keep it real, and on to the next.
Yeah, this is in a lot of ways heartbreaking. I mean, very heartbreaking about the Conjuring House and what's going on over there. It's just a shame. It is now. It feels very unsafe to go there. Not just because of Jacqueline Newmars, and I don't know if she's. In my opinion, I do not know if she's faking all this. I really don't. Just as I said, for a publicity stunt, because we don't know what she's doing at her other business, her real estate business. So, and I've showed you before on the Bellfire, it really doesn't show an entertainment license for this. At least not that I could find. I looked and looked. I could not find it at all, except for the one I showed you. And that's about it. And what it shows, saying that she is going to get an entertainment license under Bellfire, and it's also on. You really have to look for it on the website itself. I think you have to go through the waiver or one of the terms that you have to read through. It's buried in all that. So, but as I stated, I could not find it. And the only one I found, as I showed you, was from 2018, when she bought the house in 2022, which she said she was going to do it. So unless she was planning this way beforehand, 2 years before, well, that'd be 4 years later, which I doubt. And the other one I found was in Arkansas, Kansas. Nothing in Ireland, in Rhode Island at all. Nothing in Rhode Island. So at this point, before I continue on, do not forget to hit the subscribe and like button down below, and give me your comments about the Conjuring House. And I mean, so far the only post that's going on with the Conjuring House is her ranting about who knows what. I have no clue. I mean, sitting there talking to birds. I mean, come on, birds chirp. Birds always chirp. Even the All the insects out there are chirping right now. They're not sitting there talking to me. They're not talking to people. They're talking to each other. So that's kind of ridiculous in my my opinion. Um, so, and also in your comments down below, what let me know about her other job. I mean, are they going through the same problems that the Conjuring House is going through? No one talks about that. I mean, I even look up a lot of that, try to, and think about that real estate business. They do show, the faces of the people who work there, but that's about it. Nothing today of if anything's going on with that company. Um, and I know Jacqueline Newmars will never see this video because one, I really don't have that many subscribers. I don't get that many views, so I don't think she will see this. But if she does, I mean, she needs to stop, take a step back, and look at what she's doing. I understand you're a lawyer, but as a lawyer, looking at all of this, tell me, do you really have a case to sue people? I mean, all these other people do have a case to sue you, though. I mean, they really do. In my opinion, that's in my opinion. I'm not a lawyer, I'm not a psychiatrist, and I don't claim to be, but I have looked all of this stuff up, and this is what is happening, what you are doing. So you need to really stop and consider what you're doing. I mean, really stop. So in the comments down below, as I said before, give me what your opinions are. Please do not go and start harassing her. Just maybe say, tell her, please check yourself. Find out what's going on. Why you keep thinking people are after you or attacking you. Maybe there is another issue. So just tell me what you guys think. Just give me a poll. Do a poll. How many people think the Conjuring House should be, closed down, and maybe the historical society should take over the business, and she just wash her hands of it. Okay, one thing I forgot to tell you guys, with Brian, he did do a GoFundMe page, which I'll put down the link, to where if you wish to send him money. When he did that, Jacqueline posted a comment on that GoFundMe page. Definitely go there and read that comment. It was very, very rude. That basically saying he's a liar, a loser, and you should not be giving him money because he's a thief, which he isn't a thief. For her, a ghost has told her that he was stealing money, which he wasn't. He wasn't. And this money is just to help him get through till he finds another job, because right now he slandered his name for this. So it would probably be hard for him to get a job, because on his resume he has, I was discharged because a ghost told my boss that I was a thief. I don't know what businesses would do, but once they hear, I've stolen something, that's pretty bad, and that's definitely slander right there. So, but the thing is, it's just the way she had written it and the way I have read it is almost slamming everybody on the GoFundMe page. Whoever does a GoFundMe page, she has, in a way, slammed them all. That you guys are liars and thieves, and you're just taking people's money because you just want money for just for yourself. Even though when people do GoFundMe page, they're doing it for if someone who has cancer and they need help paying the bills, paying their medical bills, maybe for a child, for a loved one, Sometimes even for funerals, to help pay for the funeral, because maybe they didn't expect someone to pass away so quickly. And it does happen every single day. And they don't have the money or the funds to pay for that. Um, and that's why people do GoFundMe page. There are some who actually do, and they do have state that, yeah, you can do a GoFundMe page to start a business. That's that's a choice they have to decide on if they want to do it. I mean, I thought to do that, but I never did. But um, but and people do not have to give money if they don't want to. It's just a choice. That's what the GoFundMe page is about. If you wish to give them some money, you can. If you don't, no, you don't have to. So, um, I feel sorry for Jacqueline Newmars. I really do. I don't know what's going through her mind. Let me take this off. Sorry, guys. Since I'm not really listening to anything, here I am having it on. And sorry about my hair. Let me, yeah. Yeah, I am grooming myself. But anyways, as I said, I feel sorry for Jacqueline Newmars. The things she's doing, and she should be held accountable for the things she does. She should be held accountable. And so definitely, so at this point, I'm definitely going to end the video, because I completely forgot about that, and about Brian and his GoFundMe page. So I will be having, as I said, I will have the links to all the videos about the Conjuring House dramas that's been going on from all different people, and from Jason Hawes as well. And there's a lot of them out there. So, and also to let you know, the Conjuring House has been in the news twice already, and one is about Brian and what he's going through, and the second one is with Cody and Satori. I know you guys don't like their methods and stuff, but put that aside for right now about their methods. It's more about when the barn burned down, and they had a lot of their stuff in that barn, which Jacqueline Newmars is now blaming them, even though she hired the person, because only the manager can say, yes, you can come in and do this work. Only the manager, or even the owner of the Conjuring House, will have to give that permission to have that work done by somebody. The employees do not have that type of control. They don't. They don't have that type of responsibility. The manager and the owner of the house only has that responsibility. If the manager goes to the owner and say, "Okay, we have this person. He's a carpenter, and he can do some work on the barn for us to get this museum up. Is that okay? Do you agree to do this?" And if she says yes, by go ahead, just do it. And she gave that permission. So technically, it's the reliability is on her. But Cody and Satori had put a lot of their own stuff in there for that museum, and when it burned down, Jacqueline Newmars has the right to pay them for their loss in there as well. That insurance should be paying for that as well, for their loss. And I mean, unfortunately, they can't. I mean, some of the stuff they can replace, but a lot of that stuff they can never replace. Not ever. So as I said, just put aside about Cody and Satori's method for right now. Just think about if this has happened to you. Even if you did something, you think people saying you're doing something shady all before this, ignore that. Because you just lost a lot of your stuff from this fire. And she never showed up till almost the next day, I think, from when it sounded. Like she never, like she didn't even, almost didn't care that the barn burned down until till later. I mean, she never went there while it was on fire, while everybody else, like Cody and Story, got there to find out what's going on. And yes, the barn was on fire. So you can check that out on some of those videos about that situation. So, as I said, it's been on the news twice. So, and I am rambling on at this point. So, at this point, hey everybody, I'm very sorry about the cuts. It's just that I kind of remembered a couple things I forgot to say in the video, and I'm very sorry about this video being kind of long. It's just trying to get all the Conjuring drama all at once into this video. So I'm very sorry about that. So this one is about that I forgot to put in there is the pricing of the place. I could never go. When the former owners were there, I could kind of afford to go, but even though I'll be doing it by myself, I will have to take buy a plane ticket to Rhode Island, because driving there would take a very long time, because I live in Ohio, so central Ohio, so it's going to take me a very long drive to get to Rhode Island just in my car. And that means I gotta get a hotel room halfway through so I can get some sleep and try to get there on time to the Conjuring House. But now it is definitely out of my price. It's no bloody way I can pay for that. No way. I mean, because she is asking, if you go to her website, she does have a camping, but that's still almost quite expensive. But as a YouTuber, you have to pay more. If you like below subscribers, like me, who's very low, it will cost me $1,200. $1,200. $1,200. I'm like, I can't afford that. Plus, even if I get all the videos done, plus I have 6 cameras, I probably won't be able to even use any single one of those, maybe one more, but that's it, because of her restrictions. So even if I get the video done, I have to send it to her, and if she does not approve it, because it says it's supposed to go to the Bellfire Corporation. She is that corporation. She's in charge of the corporation. So technically, in a way, she has the means of saying yes or no to that video. If she doesn't like it, she will say, no, you can never show that video to the light of day, or you get sued for it. So, I had to spend all that money, the money for plane tickets for a one-way trip, 2-way trips, basically a trip there and a trip back on the plane, and have to get a rental as well so I can drive there. All that money I spent, and it'd probably be close to a little over $2,000, and this is just for a lonely YouTuber. Now imagine for the people who has more subscribers, it's $1,500, $1,500, and then so you have to still get the approval, and if you do get more people, your cost will go down, but it's still $1,500. But only 2 people can use to videotape. If you want to add another video, a second YouTuber to this video, to your video, basically, they have to pay for it. They have to pay an additional a little over $800. $800 additional. He knows probably same thing if I use a second camera. They'll probably say, "Oh, that's an additional price for each camera," which they only allow 2, and that's it. So everybody else who's with you cannot videotape. Probably cannot even take pictures because they're not allowed. If they did, they have to pay for it. So, which is really ridiculous in the price. So, I feel I at this point I will not go now. Even if I could afford it now, even if I could afford it, have the money, I still will not go because everything that's going on at the Conjuring House. Because if I show up for my investigation and nobody's there, I'm out of money. Will she pay me back for that money? I have no idea. From the way she's going on, that everything is being deleted, everything is being hacked and been taken off. So how are people paying to get into the Conjuring House, buying their tickets and stuff if she's saying they're getting hacked? So, and she's not saying all this money. So it depends upon how she's setting up that business. Man, I look so red. Sorry, guys, I look so red. But anyways, back to the Conjuring House. Nothing about me. So I just don't get what's going on there, and so at this point, I'm gonna stop here, and it will. I think that will. Yeah, there will be another cut. And I'm going to be sorry about that. And I'm going to apologize on that. And I'll probably have headsets on for that one. So, no. Oh, okay. No. So at this point, I am so confused. I'm losing train of thought. So, because I'm trying to how I'm doing this video. The video at the end. So I don't know what's going on with Jacqueline Mars with the Conjuring House. So, at this point, I'm going to end it. I hope this will be the last cut in this video. So, everybody have a great and wonderful day. And please do not forget to hit the subscribe and like button down below. And definitely give me your comments of what's going on with the Conjuring House. And plus, are there any more employees working there? Did she hire some new employees? And are they going through that same situation that everybody else is going through? Please let me know in the comments. And also, I don't know, ask about this either. So this could have been a cut. If there's any lawyers or psychiatrists out there, go through some of her posts, go through some of these videos, and give your opinion on her situation. Is she putting herself into a hole to where she's definitely she can be definitely sued in court herself for the things she's done? As for the psychiatrist, people who has a degree in psychiatry, is she going through any of the things that I have said? Does she need help? That's the question. So put your comments down below. Please do not be mean, rude, or hateful in any of the comments. As well, if you go to the Facebook page, please don't do the same thing. Just ask her to go get help. And stop putting. Well, she has the right to a free speech, but I wish her free speech will be just on her Facebook page and not on the Conjuring page. And just put the stuff on your Facebook page. Just talk about the Conjuring House, please, and that's it. So at this point, Witchy Poo is signing off. Definitely signing off this time. And everybody have a great and wonderful day. Morning, noon, evening, whenever you get to watch this video, okay? Bye, everyone.